about, I believe you coached Matthias Brome back in the Allsvenskan. I think that was kind of his breakout year. I was just curious, what do you remember about him from back then? And did you see him having a potential NHL future at that point, I guess?
Yeah, I remember him even as a junior. He was in Västerås, and tremendous skater and had some edge to his game and skilled player. And then we were able to get him a couple years later in Mora. And actually, my assistant here, Thomas Mattel, that was the year we coached together. And we had Matthias, and he was a top player in Allsvenskan, one of the top scorers in the league. Just work ethic, always around the puck, hunting the puck, really good at protecting the puck in the offensive zone, cutbacks, taking it to the net. And yeah, you saw that there was potential there. Obviously, he's developed even further after that. But great kid and works hard, and he's a guy who can help. He can help you flip the ice. He's got great speed. And whether it's on the forecheck or carrying the puck from D zone to the offensive zone. Yeah, I know he hasn't broke through yet offensively, but I watched him play a few times this year, and obviously we played against him, and he's doing well.
And then you mentioned, he's developed even further since then. What aspects do you think have allowed him to kind of take that next step, going from 21, 22 in that league to now, kind of breaking through at 26 and getting to the NHL?
Yeah, well, obviously. Moving to the top league in Sweden and now, making the jump over here, just bigger bodies, better defenders. It's harder to protect the puck. It's harder to get inside to the areas where you score goals. And he's obviously done a good job there to grow his game, being stronger on the puck, better protecting it in the offensive zone. And, he's still got some years to develop. So.
We'll go now to Phil Thompson with the Chicago Tribune. Phil, your mic is active and you can go ahead.
Hi, Jeremy. You've seen a few guys integrate back from coming off the COVID protocol. What have you seen from Lucas, and what tweaks might you make to how you use him in the lineup?
It's hard when you can't train for a couple of weeks. And so it takes time to get going. And it seems to, obviously no one really, we don't know much about the effect it has on your body, and it seems to affect everyone different. So it's not the same path for everyone, but we're trying to get all these guys up to speed, and we've been able to get a couple guys in the lineup, but hopefully, all of them can feel more and more comfortable, get their legs back, feel like they can have a little more juice in their lungs and in their legs here as we go.
Is your outlook for Lucas different than what you envisioned at the beginning of the season?
No, he's got the chance to be a real contributor for us. We're playing well, and we got a bunch of guys who've kind of stepped forward and taken some more responsibility, and that's created some extra competition up front. But that's a great thing. That's a great thing for the team, but it's also a great thing for him, because it's gonna force whoever kind of steps forward and raises their level. It's going to be great for their game. It's going to make everyone better, and it'll make our team better.
We'll go now to Charlie Roumeliotis, NBC Sports Chicago. Charlie, go ahead, please.
Hey, Jeremy. Reese Johnson has 17 hits in 3 games, and I remember after the first game, you said he's hitting everything that moves. What kind of element has he brought to the team, and what do you kind of like about what he brings to the table?
Yeah, we don't have a ton of that up front, and we like that he brings that, and he's been pretty consistent about doing it, and he's been able to not take penalties as well. You want to be physical, but you don't want to take yourself out of the play, lose position, those things. I think he's as he plays more, he'll get more comfortable with keeping the puck, driving the puck. I think he's had a few shifts where he's been able to drive the puck deep and create zone time. And you want to create more of that, find some ways to get pucks to the net, go to the net yourself. But very positive first few games for him in the league.
I was going to piggyback off that for my next question. Do you see that he's finding a balance between not just going out there and just hitting everything, and he's actually playing structured and balanced hockey?
Yeah, I think he's been good in the structure. He's not been out of position. He's done a good job defensively. It's going to take time to feel confident with the puck and want to do a little bit more. It's a fine line between moving the puck forward and getting pucks deep and getting on the forecheck, and then also you want to make a few more plays at some point as you go. And it's a balance that you got to work at finding as you get more comfortable. So it's going to take some time, and that's totally expected.
We'll go now to Ben Pope with the Chicago Sun-Times. Ben, your mic is active. You can go ahead.
Hey, Jeremy. Three consecutive solid starts for Malcolm Subban, even though they've come kind of far apart. Just what have you thought of his play so far this season, and how has he managed to find this consistency?
Yeah, he's been good. He's taken the opportunities when they've been given to him, and he's made the most of them. And it's really helped our team to keep momentum going. I mean, obviously, Lanks has played well for us, and that's great. But he can't play all the games, and we want to, have a good balance, making sure everyone's rested and can stay sharp. And Subi's he's given us a chance to win, and we've been getting points the games, the starts he's been given. So that's how you build confidence in yourself, and you build confidence in the team and then the staff having in you to perform when you're given the chance. So we're of course happy with him.
And then in practice today, you were using Boquist in kind of the middle spot on the power play. Is that just a practice fill-in, or are you considering using him there?
Yeah, well, it's an option for us. He's a right-hand shot, so we don't have many of them. So it's just another way to do it. I mean, that group, whoever's on it, we want more movement and interchange. So that could be when he gets back in the lineup. I'm not sure, but he is a power play guy, and it could be a way to get him in there.
We'll go now to John Dietz with the Daily Herald. John, your mic's active. You can go ahead.
Hey, Jeremy, I asked you this in camp about which player had, pleasantly surprised you the most, and that was Nicholas Beaudin. Now that you guys are a third of the way into the season, just want to kind of throw it out there again. Do you have somebody that's pleasantly surprised you the most, and just why?
Well, I think we have a lot of guys that you could say that about. The goaltending, our young defensemen, young forwards. There's a long list. So that's part of why we're building some depth and finding some consistency in our game. We've got a lot of young players you could put on that list, and we've got a couple of the new arrivals too have really done well with the opportunities. So, but we need to continue that story. It's not. There's no time to feel that the job is done or get complacent or feel satisfied. We got to approach tomorrow with an urgency and a desperation that we felt when we were 0-4, and that's up and down the lineup. That's if you're a rookie in your 12th, 13th, 14th, 17th game, 18th game, or if you're a 12-year pro in this league, you got to earn it every day. And that's important that we keep that mindset.
Thanks.
We'll take one more from Brandon Kane of NHL.com. Brandon, your mic's active. Go ahead.
Hey, Jeremy. When you initially talked about Reese Johnson, you highlighted his ability to win faceoffs, but through 3 games, he hasn't taken a draw, and he's a right-hander, which you said you guys don't have a lot of. Just wondering why that was the case.
No, well, I think for the most part, he's played with Campy. So Campy's done a great job on faceoffs, and he's also Campy's tremendous down low. So at this point, we haven't used Reese, but we know that he's got it in him, and as he grows his game and feels more comfortable playing down low in the defensive zone, that could be an option for us.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, media. We'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you.